So, can we stop pretending that people actually give a shit about racism in Canada? Because clearly they don't. If that was the case, then Trudeau would be losing support right now. But he's actually like gaining support. He's doing better than he was a week ago. So, do people actually give a shit about blackface and racism and all this stuff like they claim that they do? Oftentimes I hear people when they see something racist or whatnot, and they're like, oh, it hurt me. Oh, I got kept up at night and I was crying about this, and you don't know the impact that this image has on me or this word has on me. You don't know how it affects me, my day-to-day life. Wah, wah, wah. It's like, what? White people get openly insulted, and there's racism directed at them constantly, but not once have I ever been like, oh, I got PTSD now, and oh, my heart hurts, and you don't know the pain and suffering that you made me feel by saying all white people are scum or all this crap, right? Like, no, not once. Because I'm not trying to oppress you, or I'm not trying to impose my will on you, which is what a lot of these people do. They're not trying to impose their will on Trudeau, because Trudeau is already doing everything that they want. Trudeau is bringing in mass immigration. Trudeau is giving tons of money to these people, to new immigrants, to refugees, to whatever. He's doing these things. So he can go in the streets and probably shoot like 10 black people, and they would still support him. They'd be like, you'd see the media making up excuses and opinion pieces. Well, they kind of deserved it because they were probably conservative and on the right anyways, and yada yada yada. Or maybe they were in blackface themselves, and Trudeau was just trying to, get rid of some racist or something. Who knows? But we see the way that people react when the left does something racist or over and over again, like the blackface scandal or whatever, or gropes women like he did years ago at this Kokanee event, which he admitted to doing, not publicly recently, but within the article there was admission of it, saying, oh, I'm sorry, I wouldn't have groped you if I would have known you weren't working for such a large publication. So essentially implying that he would have groped her if she didn't. If she was working for a more unknown agency, or she was just some random broad off the street. So then it's okay to grope her. But you see that these types of things would take out right-wingers really quick, because there's plenty of conservatives around, like Andrew Scheer. They're going to get rid of you immediately if he thinks the media is going to come after you and make him look bad by virtue of aligning with you, because this is what they do, guilt by association, continuously. But, Trudeau is still employing that one guy that said all this racist shit about these Aboriginal girls, I think. Something about meth and Aboriginal girls. Well, this guy didn't have to step down. There's another woman that just came out recently. She had to apologize because she said that Trudeau wearing blackface, actually a lot of black people really liked it. And, they supported him more because of it or some bullshit. And, but at the same time, what are you supposed to believe? If the polls don't change whatsoever, then clearly they don't care about it. Racism, these cry bullies, they only use this against the right in order to get more power, or in order to get us to, fire people that are on our side because they may have said something in the past. But, as we see, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect liberal support when they do racist shit. So it's really not going to affect conservative support either. If one of their candidates maybe said something in the past and then they get all scared and shit, it's like, well, they already think you're racist anyways. It's not going to make a difference. You may as well just keep them on board. But once again, the media is going to treat these two things differently. So the liberals are going to keep this one racist guy on, or the guy who said some racist stuff in the past. And, the media is not going to ask him all these questions, during interviews or during the debates. So why do you still employ this guy if you care so much about racism and all this stuff, right? They're not going to ask those tough questions, which is exactly why they kept the rebel media out, True North. They're still trying to keep them out of, covering their debates or covering the campaign. They're keeping Andrew Lawton out of the press corps with the liberals still, even though the judge ordered saying that he was an accredited journalist and had the right to attend, but they're still not letting him attend events. I just saw this today. So they can get away with this stuff. But if a conservative, they kept them on board, then the media would be like, why have you not fired this person yet? And, they're endorsing racists. They make a big stink about it. But we see, that realistically, nobody cares about racism. And that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist and that I think it's okay. And I think that you should go and be racist to people, because I don't. You should not be racist to people. You should treat individuals as individuals and not judge them by the color of their skin, regardless of who they are. But, it's just plain to see that nobody cares. Because if they did, Trudeau would lose support. And, the other parties would be gaining. But they're not. Because all it's about is power. That's it. It's all about power. It's just about getting rid of people who on the opposite side that they don't like, and overlooking the bad things that people on your side do that you apparently really dislike, and it makes you hurt inside every time you see it. It's like, I can't take any of these people seriously when they start talking like that. If words really affect you that much, then you should go see a therapist or something, because you should be able to learn how to take words in and either ignore them or take from them what is important and ignore the rest. Be an adult, grow the fuck up. Words, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. We were taught these things as children, as little kids. So, get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of your fucking self. I don't want to hear you complaining about mean words and mean this, unless people are actually attacking you or discriminating against you and shit for other unknown reasons, then okay, let some people know. But the only people that you can openly discriminate against in society is white men. That's the only group that you can actually openly discriminate against. Looking in Europe, in the UK, and I think it was the Netherlands a little while ago, or in Canada, you can say no more white men allowed for this government job or this job or this job, because we've reached our quota and we need to start hiring diversity and more diverse staff and whatnot. So the only group that you can discriminate against is white people, and the only group that you're allowed to be racist towards and say racist shit at continuously is white people. So, when it comes to other forms of racism, especially in Canada, in a country where the majority of the minorities that are here have come here voluntarily, I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give two fucking shits. Go back to your country and live there. Or actually, if you do care about racism, start calling out all this blatant anti-white racism that is going on each and every fucking day. Okay? Until people start doing that, then I'll care more about racism and your feelings and whatnot. But until I start seeing stuff like that, then why the fuck should I care? Why should I give a shit about you and your feelings especially, right? I shouldn't. like I said, learn to control yourself. But that's all I pretty much had to say. If you like my content, guys, subscribe and have a good day. See ya.